A dramatic twist has hit the NBA playoffs. One that has Golden State Warriors fans holding their breath and the entire league watching closely. Imagine your team's playoff hopes resting on a medical report and your legendary superstar sidelined just when every shot counts most. That's the reality gripping the Warriors as they await news on Stephen Curry. In tonight's exclusive segment, we unravel the very latest from the Warriors camp, going beyond the headlines to explore what this means for the franchise, its playoff run, and the next chapter in Curry's storied career. Buckle up, because the stakes just got even higher. The official update, hope and caution intertwined. Let's get straight to the facts that have shaken Warriors Nation. Earlier today, Golden State released a formal press statement following a thorough re-evaluation of Stephen Curry's injury. Curry, who's missed the last 3 critical games, each of them postseason battles, has been sidelined with a strained left thigh. The latest report carries a mixed but gently optimistic tone. According to team doctors, Curry is making good progress in his rehab. The positive news, he's now cleared to participate in light court activities, including shooting drills, moderate movement sessions, and limited team practice. While this suggests the injury isn't as severe as some feared, it's not quite the green light fans desperately want for the franchise's most vital game. Here's the key decision. Curry is officially ruled out for Game 5 against Minnesota. Instead, the medical team will observe his response to these lighter workouts and conduct a fresh evaluation on Saturday. Game 6, scheduled for Sunday, remains the first realistic target for his return. That small window of hope means everything. But only if the team survives Game 5. Warriors' playoff picture. The clock is ticking. This isn't just about one superstar's road to recovery. It's about the collective will of a franchise at a critical crossroads. The Warriors now face a do-or-die scenario as they travel to Minnesota. If they cannot pull off a win in hostile territory in Game 5 without Curry, their postseason dreams will disappear in an instant, making Saturday's much-anticipated recheck a technicality. The gravity of the moment is clear. For the Warriors, it's Game 5 or bust. Behind every decision is a heavy risk and reward calculation. Bringing Curry back too soon could threaten his long-term health, but sitting him means rolling the dice with a reshuffled lineup, while their opponents sense blood in the water. The Warriors must find both resilience and magic if they're to extend the fight and buy their captain some extra recovery time. In filling Curry's shoes, new heroes emerge. When greatness is sidelined, opportunity beckons for others. And right now, it's Jimmy Butler and Jonathan Kuminga who are being asked to fill the void. While Butler brings playoff-tested fire and defensive prowess, it's Kuminga's recent transformation that has offered a spark of hope. Jonathan Kuminga spent much of the first playoff round watching from the bench. But since stepping into the starting 5 after Curry's injury, he's been on a tear. In the last 3 games, Kuminga has averaged an impressive 23.7 points per game, shooting a remarkable .595 from the floor, 444 from beyond the arc, and .773 from the free throw line. These numbers are not just filling a gap. They're rewriting expectations for a young player under immense pressure. The team's ability to adapt, reinvent roles, and maximize these performances could determine whether they step onto the court. For Game 6, with a healthy Curry waiting in the wings to reclaim the narrative, the psychological toll and team identity behind the stats, there's an untold story of grit, anxiety, and unity. The Warriors are not just fighting an external opponent, they're battling self-doubt, fatigue, and the psychological roller coaster that comes when your fate rests on the recovery of one transcendent player. Steph Curry is in many ways the heartbeat of the Warriors. His absence forces the team to redefine its identity, uncovering strengths and exposing weaknesses that might not otherwise surface. This playoff run, whatever its outcome, is forging new leaders, building character, and reminding everyone just how fragile and exhilarating postseason basketball can be. Medical reality, recovery, risk, and experience. To truly appreciate what's at stake, we must consider the medical realities of Curry's situation. A left thigh strain may sound mild, but for an elite athlete at 37 years old, any muscle injury can have cascading effects. Explosiveness, lateral quickness, and endurance are all jeopardized if rehab is mishandled. The Warriors' medical staff, one of the league's most experienced, must weigh hope and science, ensuring Curry is only cleared when he won't be, risking his future for one desperate playoff push. The incremental progress and light court work are encouraging. But make no mistake, if Curry is back for a Game 6, he will have to rely not just on his shooting touch, but on mental toughness and pain management. The scenarios ahead, what Warriors fans can expect. Let's break down the possible futures now hanging in the balance. A Warriors win in Game 5, Curry's evaluation. Saturday becomes headline news. All eyes will be on whether he can make a triumphant return for Game 6 back on home court. The narrative shifts to a comeback story worthy of Hollywood. A Warriors loss in Game 5, season over. Instantly, Curry's injury update transforms from playoff priority to off-season reflection. Conversations begin about what comes next for the dynasty. Roster shakeups, draft strategies, and of course, how they'll care for their aging superstar. A legendary return? Should Curry make it back for Game 6, expect electricity in the arena. His leadership and shot-making could fuel not just a win, but a dramatic series turnaround. The emotional stakes for the team, fans, and league would reach fever pitch. Unanswered questions, unbreakable spirit. So, as we await the outcome of Game 5, the Warriors stand at the intersection of uncertainty and hope. Every minute on the clock and every update on Curry's injury has become front-page news. This is more than just basketball. It's the story of resilience, leadership, and the relentless pursuit of greatness, even when everything seems stacked against you. Now, let's turn to you. Our passionate community, what do you think? Is this the moment new Warriors heroes will rise, or will we see a legendary comeback for the ages from Stephen Curry himself? Drop your predictions, thoughts, or even just a message of support in the comments. And if this update helped you feel even more connected to the NBA drama, hit that like button. Every bit of love keeps us bringing you the inside story, no matter how intense the playoffs get. Stay tuned. This saga is far from over.